Only 2 more head-to-head challenges will take place here in Chimelong Ocean Kingdom. So enjoy the marine life while you can. I'm Frankie Chena and welcome to the Miss World Head-to-Head Challenge Group 7. Today we have with us Guam, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macau China, Honduras, Iceland, and the Dominican Republic. Now ladies, this is episode 7. Do you think 7's a lucky number?
Yes, of course.
Well, I hope it's your lucky day because voting is now open. Here's how the head-to-head challenge works. Each contestant will give an opening presentation, a video they've created, and a follow-up question. Then we'll catch up with Barney Walsh to learn more about the competition. And then, of course, it's the final question. Let's meet our first contestant, Guam.
Hi, my name is Destiny Cameron Paulino Cruz. I'm 19 years old and I was raised in the beautiful village of Inarajan, Guam. I am currently a student at the Guam Community College and I hope to one day become a sign language interpreter. Growing up in Guam has been a blessing. The island of Guam is the largest of over 2,000 Micronesian islands and is the southernmost island of the Marianas chain. We have beautiful beaches and hot or rainy weather, which makes Guam the perfect vacation spot. It is guaranteed that anyone who visits Guam will feel as if they are visiting family. However, Guam is not only known for its scenic beauty and great weather. What Guam is truly known for is hospitality and the spirit of Inafa Malik. Inafa Malik is the foundation of Chamorro culture, and it encompasses the core values we all hold close to our hearts. We have great respect for our elders and for one another. We give of ourselves and provide for others with the greater need, and we protect each other and our environment.
Guam, can you tell us a little bit more about Inafa Malik?
So Inafa Malik is, in my Chamorro culture, it means to make good. So it is the foundation for the way that we live our life. So it basically teaches us to not only have love and respect for ourselves, but as well as other people and for the land that we live on. And we believe that all of these aspects are interconnected with each other and that by having both love and respect for everything and everyone, it's the key to living a harmonious life, and that's the best way to make good out of everything.
Thank you, Guam. Our second contestant is Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Hi, my name is Aida Karmehundovic, and I'm Miss Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm 24 years old, and I'm originally from Trebinje in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but I live in Sweden. I speak Swedish, English, Bosnian, and a bit of Spanish. My goal is to visit every country in the world. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a small but very beautiful country in southeastern Europe. It's full of different traditions and cultures and has a great known of hospitality. I want to put Bosnia and Herzegovina on the tourist map because you know why? We have so many things to offer. From rocky mountains in Herzegovina to deep green forests in Bosnia. As an ambassador of Bosnia and Herzegovina, I want to show my country in the best light ever. With this title, Miss Bosnia and Herzegovina, I'm hoping I can change the life for many people. Not just in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but in around the world also. In either way I can help, I'm willing to do so. I want to welcome you to Bosnia and Herzegovina to fully enjoy our hospitality. It's an honor to be here and to represent Bosnia and Herzegovina 2017.
How would you convince someone to visit your country?
Okay, so Bosnia and Herzegovina has something that is hard to find and impossible to mimic. You will immediately get in love with that incredible nature. It's dramatic, big rocky mountains cut down the middle with clear blue rivers and gushing waterfalls. And it can be seen all over the country. And Bosnia also has ethnic and religious diversity with warm and hospitable people. You can hear the sounds of church bells right after the prayings of mosques. And Bosnians will go out of their way to help and welcome strangers. And the food, of course. The food is delicious. There's one special dish called cevapcici. Can you try to pronounce it? Cevapcici.
Cevapcici.
It's kind of, you get it.
Okay.
It's delicious meat rolls in freshly baked bread, and you gotta try it.
Thank you so much, Bosnia. I hope I can try it at some point someday. Our third contestant is Macau China.
I am Lan Wanling. I come from Macau. I often go to the welfare house with my friends. I think many elderly people and underprivileged children who need help are just beside us. They need our attention. However, their needs are very simple. Maybe a greeting, a hug, or a smile can let them feel in society they are not abandoned. This encouragement will also give them power to live on. In Macau Art Festival in 2017, I was the leading actress of Butterfly Dream of Zhuangzhou, a drama of cultural exchanges between China and Macau. Each line and each dance movement, the repeated practice made my knees injured with bruises. However, I didn't give up, as the saying goes that where there's a will, there's a way. Finally, the performance was quite successful after hard work. I am Lan Wanling. In the coming final contest of Miss World on the 18th November, you and me will together witness the generation of beauty.
How do you want to help people?
Well, to offer the constant assistance for the children, underprivileged children in the rural China, we are trying to send an artificial intelligent robot to the rural China. Yes, because during our survey, we realized that there were two biggest problems in the children education in rural China. One is the manpower of teachers. It's difficult to keep the average level of teachers, and most of them are short-term volunteers, not long-term teachers. The second problem is it takes a long time to finish the construction of schools and all the facilities. So if we send the AI robots to rural China, it will definitely ease these two problems. And the AI robots can speak correct English. And with the good English education, I think the underprivileged children can definitely change their lives. They can step out of the mountains, they can purchase their dreams, and it really can make a difference.
Thank you very much, Macau China.
Thank you.
If you're tuning in for the first time, make sure you take a look at our previous Miss World head-to-head challenges on the Miss World YouTube account, the Miss World Facebook page, and the Miss World website. After the break, we meet our next three contestants. Welcome back. It's time to meet contestant 4, Honduras.
Soy Celia Monterrosa, tengo 21 años, estudiante de la carrera de odontología, representante de un país 5 estrellas, Honduras. Rico en cultura, historia, costumbres y tradiciones. Famoso por los deportes extremos y los arrecifes coralinos con los que contamos. Son considerados entre los ecosistemas marinos más ricos en biodiversidad del planeta. Por tal razón, son el segundo más importante a nivel mundial. Decidí estudiar odontología porque aprendí que a través de la sonrisa se transmite el sentimiento más puro del alma. Y esto me llevó a comprender mi vocación hacia los niños con discapacidad, ya que esa hermosa sonrisa inspira.
Why have you chosen to study dentistry?
Decidí estudiar odontología porque aprendí que a través de la sonrisa se expresan los sentimientos más puros del alma. Siento que es una profesión en donde podemos acercarnos más a las personas, ayudarlas, no solo en su salud bucal, sino también con nuestra integridad. Me siento una mujer con un noble corazón que siempre está dispuesta a apoyar a los demás.
Thank you, Honduras. Our next contestant comes from Iceland.
Hi, I am Ólafía Ósk Finnsdóttir and I will be representing my beautiful country Iceland, the land of ice and fire in Miss World 2017. Iceland is the home of over 125 volcanic mountains and a handful of active volcanoes. We all remember Eyjafjallajökull. My parents raised me to be a respectable woman with values and a voice to be heard. I've always been very adventurous and always loved trying out new things. Even from a young age, I've never been afraid of being different and think outside the box. I'm currently working in the passenger service for Icelandair. I trained gymnastics for 10 years but had to resign due to an injury. But I continue living a healthy lifestyle and ran 10 kilometers this summer for a good cause. I studied fashion design for 2 years before I realized I wanted to do something more and changed majors. I've been studying paramedic studies and once I will finish, I will continue and get my nursing degree. My time as a paramedic student, I worked in an Alzheimer's home for the elderly and was also a support counselor for a special 6-year-old girl who has a cerebral palsy.
I am Ólafía Ósk Finnsdóttir and I can't wait to meet all of the amazing contestants. See you all in China!
Iceland, what was it like working with the girl who has cerebral palsy?
It has been an amazing experience for me, but it can be really hard sometimes. She really loves to dance, but it can be challenging when you can't walk. We would always make the best out of it and sit down on the floor and dance there. I think she has taught me a lot more than I will ever be able to teach her.
Thank you, Iceland. Our final contestant of Group 7 comes from the Dominican Republic.
Beautiful, isn't it? How could anyone not be astonished by this? My name is Alexa Mueces, currently Miss World Dominican Republic 2017. I am 21 years old, and even though I've lived here my entire life, I'm still amazed by my country's beauty. Its white sandy beaches, its lakes, rivers, caves, abundant vegetation and wildlife indeed makes it a breathtaking paradise in the Caribbean. The Dominican Republic is warm, not only because of its climate, but its people. The way we smile and welcome everyone and anyone into our lands. How happy and cheerful we are, no matter the circumstances, and how we usually can dance our problems away. Our national dance and music, merengue. As a child, I've always been into sports and I'm very athletic. I play volleyball, football, golf, but my favorite sport of all is and will always be tennis. Dominican Republic is my home, and I am Dominican Republic.
Soy dominicana, y eso me llena el alma, y si un día no estoy aquí.
Tell us why playing sports is so important.
Well, there are so many benefits, but I'm going to start with the basic one, which is health. When we exercise, when we're doing sports, we're all in movement, we're energized, and when we feel healthy, we feel good inside. I've always believed that how we feel inside, we transmit it to our exterior. And if we feel good and look good, it builds up our confidence. And when I speak confidence, I'm referring to the kind of confidence, not the type of confidence where you go, I'm better than him or better than her, but the I'm better than I was yesterday. I know what I can do, I know what I'm capable of, and working on that power, on that will, on that desire, saying, I can do this, I know what I'm capable of, I know it's going to be hard, but I'm going to do it anyways. That power, that will, that is key in every aspect of our life, anything we want to be successful in. And I think that sports really gets us to practice that. And that's why I think sports are very important.
Thank you, Dominican Republic. You've now met all of the contestants of Group 7, but only one of them can take the Group 7 spot in the Miss World Final 40. And there are 3 ways to vote: liking the contestants' official Miss World Facebook page, voting for them on the Miss World website, or following them on their official MobStar accounts. The contestant with the most increase in votes, likes, and follows after the episode will advance directly to the Miss World Final 40. After the break, our contestants make some very cute new friends. the contestants were given a great honor here in Chimelong Ocean Kingdom. Take a look.
We visited the Ocean Kingdom Penguin exhibit in Chimelong, where over the last 12 months, 9 baby emperor penguins have hatched here.
So did you know that penguins are a monogamous species, which means that once they find a partner, they mate for life, and that's why it's so hard for them to breed in captivity.
Miss World's CEO, Julia Morley, and 6 lucky contestants were given the honour of having the penguins named after them. The penguin exhibit features emperor penguins, which are the largest penguins on Earth. Their enclosure is climate controlled at around -20 degrees centigrade.
Here's Mr. and Mrs. Emperor Penguin, and in fact penguins are like no other species because it's actually the father that looks after the baby, whilst the mother sometimes swims over up to 200 miles to find food.
The chicks have been fed fish by their mothers up till now, and this is the first time they have been fed a whole fish, which is why they are hesitant.
So for the first 6 months of the baby emperor penguin's life, it has this sort of grey furry down that it can't swim with. And so after 6 months, the grey furry down sheds and you get the slick black oily feathers that can then glide through the water. So that's why in the exhibit, the baby penguins were encased in glass so that they don't fall in.
The contestants start to bond with the baby penguins in preparation for the moment they have to select their chosen one.
I think there was one over there, the fluffy one, the small one. He was trying to wake up his friend who was lying down on the snow. So I think I'm a lot like him because I keep waking up my roommate in college and everyone, get up, we're getting late. So yeah, probably I connect more to him right now.
I think I like that one there because he's like me, he always wants to go out of the pen and go explore the world.
The name, the cutest, the penguin is gonna be called Popova, like my name.
They are better than us posing for the photos. Look at them. Stop like a statue. Hey!
It's time to choose which penguins will share their names.
So this is Jen. And I've got this penguin here.
In keeping with the park's traditions, the baby penguins have their new names written in Chinese, in preparation for the grand reveal.
It's been a fantastic day here at the Ocean Kingdom Penguin exhibit. But if there's one thing to take away from this special moment, is that it's the first time ever that 9 baby emperor penguins have been hatched in captivity, and Miss World is so honoured that we got to name them. So thanks for joining, we'll see you next time.
Barney, I mean, the penguins were just too cute.
They were adorable, Frankie, they were adorable. As soon as we walked in, the ladies instantly fell in love. And the one thing that I found quite interesting about the penguins was that when they told us that we were going to name, or that the contestants were going to name some baby emperor penguins, I expected them to be like babies, you know, like not like baby, but you know, like small.
Yeah.
And it turns out they weren't small. They were actually quite big for baby penguins, but they were still so cute and so adorable. And in fact, the first time ever in recorded history that 9 baby emperor penguins were hatched in 1 year.
Wow.
And our contestants got to name them, so that's, it was a really special day.
So did you name one Frankie?
We didn't, unfortunately. I didn't get a Barney one either. I know, I thought Barney and Frankie would have been really nice names for penguins.
So do I, but I mean...
Maybe next time.
The final question is up next. Let's see our contestants answer it after the break. Welcome back. It's time for the final question. Now, the contestants were each given the question before the show, but I'll read the question one more time, and you'll each have 30 seconds to answer. Best of luck. In 5 years from now, what do you hope to have achieved? Dominican Republic, you're first.
Life is indeed very unpredictable, but if I had to choose where I see myself when I'm almost 30, I would say it would have to be doing something I love and I enjoy, which is art, music. I see myself being in movies, in a Disney movie, which I grew up watching and being inspired by them, and I would love to be doing something I love. My biggest fear is having to wake up in the mornings, having to do something I don't really love to earn a living, and it would definitely have to do something with art, music.
Thank you, Dominican Republic. Next, Iceland.
In 5 years, I will have completed my nursing degree and I will be working at a hospital and hopefully have a family on my own.
Thank you, Iceland. Honduras.
En 5 años me veo como una mujer profesional con mi propia clínica, cumpliendo uno de mis mayores sueños, que es inaugurar un centro de apoyo a los niños y niñas con discapacidades y con síndrome de Down, para poderlos formar no solo como personas, sino también como profesionales y que puedan ser de mucho aporte a mi país, Honduras.
Thank you, Honduras. Macau China.
Since I really love writing and reading books, and I'm ready to publish my first book in the early next year. So I also very passionate about boosting the tourism, and I was nominated by the government as the tourism ambassador for my hometown city. So what I'm going to achieve is that I wish that I can travel around the world, to experience more and write a book. I really think that Miss World can be a good topic because all the pretty girls from all over the world, and I can talk about their stories, their countries, and write everything in a book. Yeah, that's my wish. Thank you.
Thank you, Macau China. Bosnia and Herzegovina.
So I am truly blessed to have the opportunity to help others. So in 5 years, I want to have changed the life for many people and animals to the better. There are a lot of people and animals, not just in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but all around the world, who live in terrible conditions, who has no one to rely on and are in desperate need of help. I want to grow as a person, and I want that my future charity organization will have helped as much as people and animals as possible.
Thank you, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Finally, Guam.
So in 5 years, I hope to be working as a sign language interpreter. It's something that's very close to my heart, and I hope to continue working with individuals of the deaf community as well as individuals of the Down syndrome community. And I just hope that I can spread awareness, especially on my island, because it is very small and the community is there, but there's not enough awareness being spread about this. So I hope that in the future I could bridge that gap and continue to spread awareness as much as I can.
Thank you, Guam.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the 6 of you. The final question is over. Was it as stressful as you thought it would be?
It was okay.
Not really. It was good.
Yeah, you all seem very calm and collected. You're a very quiet, poised group 7. So congratulations, it's now over. That concludes episode 7 of the Head-to-Head Challenge. Remember, you get to decide which contestant earned a spot in the Miss World Final 40, and the winner will be announced in a future episode. Make sure you stay up to date on all of our social media pages, the Miss World website, and the official Miss World Facebook, Instagram, and MobStar accounts. And make sure you watch episode 8 with Kenya, Ireland, Russia, Cyprus, Mongolia, and Singapore. Vote in our head-to-head challenge to have your favorite contestant advance to the Final 40. There are 3 ways to vote. Visit the Miss World website, on MobStar using their official MobStar account, or by liking their official Miss World Facebook page. The contestant with the most increase in votes, likes, and follows will advance directly to the Final 40.